So it's Alex, Peak Performance Reviews again, another vlog, moving on from the dyno video. We are basically, we've shown you what stage 2 has made, and if you haven't seen that, ping 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 up in the top right hand corner, up there. Click that video, watch the stage 2 Revo remap, or dyno even. We've had it on the car for a while, but we've never dynoed it. They typically should make around 235 to 240 horsepower. We haven't got a D cat on the car, we've actually got a full cat on the car, so it probably won't make that strong power. But it feels like it's 240 horsepower easy, but it probably on a harsh dyno might make 235 horsepower. But you'll see, or would have seen from that there. But we are basically going stage 4, so we're skipping stage 3. That was the older hybrid Revo turbo that bolts on. There's a new bolt-on turbo that bolts on, and it's basically called stage 4. But we're going stage 4. We're going to skip stage 3, and we're going with the Revo RT330R turbo kit, with this time a D-cat as well, and some other nice supporting mods, which we will show you in a minute. So watch on. Thankfully, with big power upgrades, big brakes should be fitted. Well, we already had those yellow speed 330s with a Paget RS29 brake. We are going to be replacing the Diddy small but very good and efficient AirTech stage 3, and we're going to be using a Pro Alloy racetrack intercooler, which I'll show you in a moment. This guy's been going for a long time. We've known of him for a long time. He's a Revo specialist and a Revo authorised dealer. Also does loads of different things, so give him a call. Links in the bio and everything like that. There you go. Obviously he's got 2- and 4-wheel drive rolling road. But yeah, let's go and step inside and see what's going down. So we've got more goodies. Something from Pro Alloy, we'll show you in a minute. Mount tune and downpipe as well from Puma Speed. It is a R Sport one and new plugs and filter. So yeah, lots to go on. We haven't gone for the full race version because that's one huge and very expensive. We've gone for the next best one, which is I think they call it their stage 3 or stage 4 intercooler from Pro Alloy. So we know the guys at Pro Alloy fairly well, and we know that their bits of kit are really top notch as well. So all handmade, in-house, not too far from where I live actually, Sudbury way I think. So it's a top quality bit of kit. And one of the other things about it is Dale's obviously mentioned is the weight is really good. Some coolers are really heavy, but the Pro Alloy one is really good weight, so it's not heavy at all, which we like. So we don't want too much weight at the front end unnecessarily. So yeah, it comes with a hard piping kit and some silicone couplers and hose clamps as well. So yeah, happy days. So we were going to get the bumper off and do the intercooler, but we've just done some maintenance essentially because we needed to. The discs and pads are starting to die. We're probably going to just about do our last little track day at Snetterton on those discs and pads, but basically we've needed to do a bit of maintenance. We've cleaned them all up and basically freed them because they were obviously sticking. So all is well, and as you will see on my car, there is a big brake kit, and the reason why is it's probably one of the first things you do for any car if you rag it around the track hard. Loads of people forget it. Don't get a good, at least a set of braided brake lines and a good set of pads, and ideally discs. And if you've got the money, if you're going for a fair bit more power than standard, get yourself a big brake kit. It should be one of the first things you do because it will get you out of a lot of shit, and they'll last a lot longer. So there's a big investment initially, but once you've done that, actually the pads and the discs do last quite a while. In fact, these have lasted the life of the car near enough. They've been on, I think, about 2.5 years, and that's the same discs that I've got on there. They're the original floating disc from Yellow Speed, so whatever comes with the kit, the sports one with the grooves, and it's lasted that long, and it's genuinely done about 25 probably track days, Spa and Nürburgring as well, twice. So it's done pretty well. So honestly, value and money well spent. Get yourself a brake kit. So, welcome to day 2 of the build, obviously, but day 1 was not we didn't do much because we came in the evening, just done a few little bits to the car. We dynoed it on stage 2. If you haven't seen the video, look up there. We're going to carry on with the build. We've got lots of work to be done. Yeah, can't wait. We're going to get that stage 4 kit on the car, and yeah, watch on. So look what we've got in here as well. There you go. So we have the awesome, lovely mount tune engine mount. Obviously a lot more solid than the stock part. As you add a lot of horsepower to these cars, I mean the car out of the factory doesn't seem to struggle too much, but you can get a lot of wheel hop and a lot of engine movement. Actually, this can kind of eliminate engine hop, as well as actually sometimes give you better traction out of corners, as well as actually also making the car handle a little bit better, because the engine will, you know, move. So yeah, really nice, lovely bit of kit. So we've had a very dirty air filter, and so rather than completely replace it, it really doesn't need it. It's a J1 air filter, a bit like a K&N really. We've given it a good old bath in a K&N cleaner, and also we're just going to let that dry, and then that will go back on. But obviously there's a lot of crap and dirt that come out of it, so obviously any dirt that's in there and debris is going to, you know, reduce power. So hopefully that will make, you know, certainly some extra power more healthily. Now it's clean, so yeah, that'll go on as well. Out with the old, in with the new. Obviously it's an AirTech, they call it an AirTech stage 1, but it supports stage 2. I never understand the terminology and phrasing. Obviously it's the AirTech one's really quite a thick cooler. This one's thinner, but the surface area in general is much bigger than the swept volume, or the volume is much bigger. Actually the AirTech one is very heavy for a tiny little thing, and this one is actually much bigger, and it's definitely considerably lighter. I was going to get or may try and see if I can find some scales, but I would guess probably a good couple of kg lighter. So yeah, happy days. We're going to get that on. We've got the car up in the air. Obviously just taking the intercooler off there, and yeah, we're ready to kind of start getting everything in situ. It fits. It looks as though it fits. There's a couple of holes in here where the stock and anything else has got these kind of little nodules that kind of just they sit in. So it basically sits in, just so you know, you see under here, in the stock location. So it's designed to suit. There's no stupid crazy cutting that needs to be done, or at least we don't think so yet. But no, it all seems good, so let's crack on. It kind of necks down from reasonably big size to kind of then just kind of reduces, and there's a little resonator in here as well, so it's all quite restrictive. This all gets replaced on the turbo kit, on the REVO turbo kit, with a bigger piping and a less restrictive piping. So yeah, it's yeah, really nice. Should flow a lot more CFM. Can't wait to get it on. Look at it, beautiful. Cleaning bits out up behind the intercooler, we found a mini Cheddar's packet. Very nice. We don't need that. That's not going to make the car any quicker, so we will bin that. Mock fitting is taking place of the intercooler. Absolutely lovely. This cooler is beautiful. I would advise anyone to get this pro alloy intercooler, genuinely. One, it's really big. It's a great price, and it's lighter than pretty much any of the other intercoolers out there. That's a stage 1 stroke stage 2, however you want to call it, AirTech intercooler. This is probably at least 2 or 3 kilograms lighter than that tiny little cooler. So yeah, happy days. It just goes in, if you can see, there's kind of like some stock part points that kind of, they've got little dowels that basically just insert there, and it just goes into the stock location. Because I've got a different front bumper, I've got the RS bumper, there may be a chance that we may need to cut a few things. We don't know yet. We'll have a look. We'll mock fit and put the bumper back on and see how it looks. But it looks sexy. Look at it. Beautiful. I'm gonna have a little cry. Most people will say get that Symposer off. I actually really like the standard Symposer. The Revo kit does away with the Symposer, so it's going. I'm really gutted. Hopefully we'll get a lot of different sounds, to be fair, anyway, because we've got a forge. We've got a forge blow-off valve and some other bits, so it should sound epic anyway. So it should sound really good. But yeah, like I say, the Symposer's gone. I'm really gutted because I like that sound. Some people don't like it with the little pigeon in your engine bay. I like that little. Yeah, shouldn't have done that really. But yeah, I like the sounds that Symposer makes. But it's gone. Should sound epic. Like I say, we've got the forge blow-off valve and some other bits. Well, quite a few bits going on there, so we should get some really good sounds. Anyway, so hey ho, buy Symposer. Pipe work that comes off. It's unreal actually how much pipe work comes off when you're replacing for all new bits. That's nice. It's nice to know as well, because obviously these are all restrictions and then we don't have any. And it's already made good power, so happy days. Yeah, it should be. Can't wait to get it. I know the pain of getting this off. I won't say it was me, because obviously Dale was doing all the job, but it's meant to be a right old bastard to get off. So yeah, Symposer is, I'm not going to chuck it. Yeah, anyone want a Symposer? I know a lot of people don't. I like the sound that this regurgitates into the cockpit, but yeah, it's gone anyway, so there you go. Light, so it probably will go a little bit hazy, the picture here, so I do apologise, but we put this pipe here, and it really does make clearance on the oil filter very, very tough. Obviously, just so you know, we are doing a full kind of health check as such, and also yeah, changing all important things like new oil. So we're putting the carbon competition fully synthetic oil in it, so brand new oil, filter and plugs, OEM oil filter, and OEM plugs gap to my preferred 026. Yeah, so obviously if you're doing things like this to a car and you're putting all these kind of, you know, all this extra power on the car, the last thing you want to do is you know, have old oil, old filters and all kinds of stuff like that on it. Renew everything while you can. It doesn't cost that much more. Do it right. Make sure your car's healthy and all good. So intercooler's all on. How nice does that look? It literally just fills up that whole gap. Couldn't really get any bigger, and it's not too thick, so it should fit on there okay. I think. Fingers crossed when we put the bumper on. It don't look like it looks like it'll be fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll hit things.
That'll fit regardless.
We'll make it fit regardless. Nah, it should be fine. Yeah. So far so good. Going good. Plenty more to do, of course, but we're cracking on well. Dale's happy. Right, so we've just taken the old cat pipe out, and it's quite a big old unit, and it does put up a fight coming out of this small little area here. Yeah, but we got it out, so well, Dale got it out. He loved it. But yeah, she's out. New one's going to go in down there. It's an R Sport at 3-inch. Lovely bit of kit. Yeah, should make some nice sounds. Yeah. Let's crack on. So we've just drained the coolant and put new coolant in, and we're just going to have a 5-minute break because we're starting to get knackered, hot, all kinds. Yeah, so far so good. Really good progress with the car. Really happy. Still lots to do, but it's coming up to midday or midday-ish, I think, last time I checked. So yeah, got a lot to do, but yeah, going well. So keep an eye on the channel. And just wondering how restrictive potentially the stock inlet is. Well, it's a plastic part, and this is the new Revo turbo. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Look at the hole. It's just huge, massive, so huge restriction. That'll go in there, and this is the other side, and it necks out to a much bigger size that you can see. And even this part, which is actually quite big, it goes inside the turbo. That's how much bigger this Revo turbo is. So yeah, shiny and sexy she looks. Ooh. You'll see that the Revo turbo sits kind of all the way down. This one starts about here and ends there. So the size, especially from the inlet, you can see. Look at the difference in size, and then up from the top side as well. on the main inducer side, considerably bigger. Exhaust not too dissimilar, but certainly bigger. But it's mainly from the front, which is where the power is made anyway. You don't want a different exhaust housing anyway, because you're going to get lag. So they're quite similarly matched, but it's the front end that makes the power really more than anything. So look, just look at the size. Look at that little diddy blades, and look at the size of that one. Lovely, awesome billet wheel turbo. I'll put the links in the bio for all the spec and stuff like that, so you know a bit more about this. But these are fancy, awesome turbos, and yeah, we can't wait to get the new one on. Happy days. I'm going to take a quick little video of where you probably can't see it that well, but it's down there. But it's unfortunate and a shame that you don't actually see him, because it's such a beautiful little turbo. You've seen it, it's on there. A bit better from there actually. Yeah, it's all on. We're just tightening up all the nuts onto the stud. Yeah, all going well. We're flying. We've done 5 minutes, haven't we, Dave?
Yeah.
We're rolling, getting a little bit further with this now. We've got the mount tune engine mount looking really good. That's all mounted up there. 3-inch downpipe there and there, all on the 3-inch exhaust. So yeah, we're getting there. I've got a fair bit more to do, but no, so far so good. So we're REVO Stage 2. I never used to have this badge on it, but I've just put it on. But are we going to stay REVO Stage 2? No. Are we going to go REVO Stage 3? Are we? Heck no, we're going straight to Stage 4 plus. So yeah, we're going all out. We're skipping Stage 3. We're going from Stage 2 to Stage 4. Happy days. Let's see how the car gets on. We've got a few more bits to go on, but yeah, looking good. Update, we are now at a point where we've got a lot of stuff on, priming the turbo, going to crank it over, get the new plugs in, OEM plugs, gap to 0.26, make sure the coolant's all in there as well, and yeah, run it up and then put all the other bits back, like the front bumper and the lights and stuff, and dyno time, hopefully all going well. We shall see. Got to do a little road test first to make sure everything is holding, not leaking, etc. And yeah, fingers crossed. So obviously what we're trying to do now is just basically get oil pressure with the coil packs completely off, or the coil pack clips all completely off. We're just getting oil pressure. Yeah, ready to start firing up. Start up with coil packs on. We'll check for leaks at the moment. It's all good. Fired up pretty nicely, fairly quick there, so good sign so far. We'll run it up a little bit, and then we'll also then recheck everything, make sure nothing's leaking. Yeah. Really happy. Yeah, we've run it up, just checked it over. You would have heard the fan come on. We just forgot to put one little sensor on, or we might have disturbed it, but it's all good, it's all on. Everything's okay, there's no leaks. Obviously we just got to put it under load and on boost. That'll be the next test, but so far really good. So dyno time very shortly. Watch on, let's see how much we make. That sounds amazing. Over, we're now just flashing in the Stage 4 software with the exhaust overrun feature as well. Car sounds really good anyway, as is. Yeah, we're going to get, obviously all going well, get it on the dyno, and yeah, see what numbers she makes. just done a road test. Dale's gone out with it. As you can hear, it sounds amazing. And Dale had a big smiling face. So he was really happy with the road test. He's passed the road test. He's on low boost, or he's been on low boost, and he said it's absolutely awesome. So we're just going to put it up on the ramp now to be double and trebly happy with it. Make sure there's no leaks again. Then we can dyno it. So all's looking good. Yeah, can't wait. Alloy intercooler as well, just looks sick, mate. Absolutely sick. But yeah, like I say, we're going to get it on the ramp. Jobs are good. Stage 4 dyno time. Round 1 low boost setting first. Different runs. We're gonna do some quick inertia runs. We're also going to do the brake runs as well. So you're going to get different figures, but I'll give you the main figures that are what you need. Yeah, see what it makes. Low boost.